Sherman Dwayne Laswell, also known as Butch Laswell, was an American stunt performer famous for his daring motorcycle jumps during the 80s and early 90s. He broke numerous records and earned worldwide recognition. It was one of these stunt jumps, however, that led to his untimely death. Butch grew up in Overton, Nevada, and was inspired by watching Evel Knievel at a young age. He began designing and building his own ramps, which he used to jump over various objects with his bike, including trash cans and even his parents' car. He got his first motorcycle at the age of 15, and by the time he turned 19, he already became a professional desert racer, taking part in races all across the Southwest. Around this time, Butch began performing stunt jumps in front of small crowds, leaping over objects like school buses and semi-trucks. He designed most of the ramps he used himself, and kept a logbook of all the calculations and measurements he used. In April 1981, he got his first taste of the spotlight when he broke the world long-distance jump record with a distance of 180 feet. From here, Butch became a full-time stunt rider. He began making his first television appearances, including a commercial for the US Coast Guard and a world record wheelie demo for the show That's Incredible. For several years, Butch took part in international Globe of Death shows, performing in countries like Mexico, Japan, and Taiwan. It was also around this time that Butch began training and working with another stunt rider by the name of Roger Wells, better known as Johnny Airtime. Butch soon joined him under the moniker of Donnie Airtime, and together the two were known as the Airtime Brothers. In January 1992, Butch set the world record for the highest ramp-to-ramp aerial jump at a height of 41 feet. On March 10, 1996, Butch planned to beat his record once again. The stunt took place at the Oasis Hotel and Casino in Mesquite, Nevada, where Butch was to jump over the resort's sky bridge. In addition to the thousands of spectators in attendance, there were also film company executives as well as Guinness World Record judges that would officiate his attempt. However, strong and unpredictable winds delayed the event for quite a while. Butch's friends claimed that he was nervous about the wind in the hours leading up to the stunt. He had canceled events in the past due to weather conditions, but feeling pressure from the crowd and the organizers, Butch decided to proceed with the jump. Speeding towards the ramp at 70 miles per hour, the stuntman launched his bike 55 feet into the air over the sky bridge. Just as he took off, a gust of wind sent the bike veering to the left, several feet away from the landing ramp. Butch landed hard on the asphalt and his bike began spinning on the ground. Several people rushed to his aid and he was flown to the University Medical Center 80 miles away in Las Vegas. At 4:39 p.m., about an hour after his stunt, Butch Laswell was declared dead at the age of 37. His cause of death was listed by the Clark County Coroner's Office as asphyxiation due to a crushed larynx. Nevada's Lieutenant Governor Lonnie Hammergren, who also had experience as a neurosurgeon, was at the scene of the fatal crash. He claimed that he was prevented from performing a tracheotomy, a procedure where an incision is made in the victim's trachea that allows them to breathe in the event of an airway blockage. Hammergren believed that had he been able to perform this procedure, he could have potentially saved Butch's life. In response, the city manager of Mesquite, Bill DeVee, stated that Hammergren, quote, was asked to step aside so the crew could prepare him for transport. He responded reluctantly. If he demanded to take over the scene, we would have allowed him to do so, unquote. In the 2 decades and over 5,000 jumps that Butch had performed, this was the first time that he ever crashed during a stunt. A promoter stated that he had been practicing the jump for 2 months beforehand. His close friend, Matt Hopkins, described him as an incredibly influential and talented stuntsman, and losing him felt like he lost a family member. Butch Laswell is buried at Davis Memorial Park in Las Vegas, Nevada. He is survived by his parents and 4 siblings.